Now, as I said, I did find a lot of information on the internet, but the one thing that I wasn't prepared for was the detangling before. Once I took out her locks, went fine. I pulled out shed hair thinking I pulled out as much as I could. What I wasn't prepared for was washing her hair and seeing what would happen once her hair shrunk up while it was still wet. Her hair just automatically clumped up into free-form looking like dreads that I couldn't pull apart easily like this. I couldn't separate it with the dental pick without ripping through her hair, and I couldn't separate it with a comb. So I remembered a post that I had read back in the day when we had I had a Fotki account, someone saying that after being locked up for so long, your hair wants to return to that state, and that made so much sense to me. So I'm like, oh no, I'm going to have to pick this stuff out all over again because the strands are trying to lock back. Good news, I don't think that's exactly what was going on. What I ended up discovering is once I got her out of the shower, I deep conditioned her hair with this Shea Moisture restorative conditioner. Backtrack, the shampoo that I used to wash out all the conditioner in her hair was the Suave Natural shampoo. And then I followed up with some Shea Moisture African Black Soap shampoo because I wanted to restore some of the moisture back into her hair. And then when it was time to detangle, I used the anti-breakage styling milk. Listen, I am not a product junkie and I've been using the same products for ages, but I have to give a shout out to Discovering Naturals, who's always talking about Shea Moisture, and her hair reminds me a little bit of the ultimate moisturized version of Mocha Girl 2's hair. And so, you know, I just said maybe this would work for her. So I bought that, and I also use the Extra Moisture Detangler. I don't know if this stuff works just fine on someone's hair who just has regular tangles, but on Mocha Girl 2's hair, I don't see that it did anything, but I did appreciate what felt like the added moisture that it was putting back into her hair. And I topped everything with some sunflower oil, which is a ceramide. In the past, I've used safflower oil, but I've liked the sunflower oil as well. And I went for it first with my fingers. Then I went for it with the Tangle Teaser. Then I went for it with my Denman brush. The Denman brush is what worked its way through the stuff more than anything else. I found that once I actually got the products into her hair, I was able to work the knots apart, and they were minor. I would kind of call them almost like sections of locked hair, but what it was the fact that there was still a whole lot of shed hair still in her strands. The tip that I would give you if you are taking down locks while the hair is still dry, before you put any water in it and agitate the hair some more, make sure you get as much shed hair out of her hair as possible. While that conditioner was in her hair, I think it would have been better for me to run my Tangle Teaser through and my Denman through right then and there. I thought I wanted to wait until her hair was clean to thoroughly detangle her hair, but I believe that had I gotten all that shed hair out, she wouldn't have been having like umpteen baby locks all over her head. And it took me forever to sit and work through all of those additional knots. And I lost more hair. I feel like, you know, she retained a lot of length, but I feel like she may have lost something from that second last detangling session that I did when I was panicking, like, oh my God, you know? And then I was panicking, thinking to myself, wow, I told her I would just take all her hair out, and now she has so much less hair than what she started with, because her hair shrunk up tight. And it's been so long since I worked on her hair, I forgot what her shrinkage looked like. So I panicked again. I mean, that night, I don't think I slept as well as I could have slept, because all I could think was, wow, she lost so much length, she lost so much length. But good news, once the hair had dried, when everything was braided up and finally detangled, and her hair felt so rough. And I thought to myself, I don't know about these products, Discovering Natural. I don't know what you're doing with them, but they're not working for me. When it was still wet, it didn't feel as soft as I expected it to feel. But next day, after everything had dried, her hair was extremely soft, extremely moisturized, very elastic, and restored to strength, so that now I see that I'm working with a a healthy head of hair. I explained to her that, it's the harsh winter months. I mean, she cannot wait to get going on her afro. But I explained to her, it's the harsh winter months. So we will not be doing the twist out big fro sets that you want to do right now. I may let you wear like a little bang that's out or whatever like that, but let's get your hair back to full strength, and then you can enjoy your loose hair. But she is ecstatic and thrilled, and I'm so happy to allow her to walk through this part of her journey. I know some of you want to ask me, do you regret putting the locks in her hair in the first place? She loved my hair. She was genuinely curious about it. I looked at her personality. I thought locks would be great for her. She had the experience. And with natural hair, it's okay to try something and decide that that's not what you want to do. I know we like to hold on to things and make judgments about people that are not holding on to it as well as we are, or maybe we're looking at them and they were a source of encouragement and inspiration. I mean, I remember back in the day being devastated, that the person whose pictures I would look at to give me ideas about how to style my hair had decided to cut it all off, or had decided, to lock it up when I was still loose and not even thinking about locks. But at the end of the day, I wanted to show her that her hair is not something that she's trapped by. So she tried something that a lot of people think are permanent. Here is your proof that you can do locks, latch locks over and over and over and over again, have them sit in your hair for more than a year and still take them out. Actually, I've seen people do it after 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Lots and lots of proof that you can do it if you have the patience to do it, guys. If she comes back to me and says she wants locks again, my answer to her is going to be, when you are an adult with some money and you want locks, go ahead and get some. But I myself am not one that enjoys detangling regular hair anyway, so I did not enjoy having to pick out her locks. So I'm not signing up for that again. But it was worth it though. It was worth it. I don't regret it. And it was worth it to be able to keep my word to her, to be able to retain so much hair. That's it. Thank you for watching my video. If you really enjoyed this video, please like it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I also am on Facebook and Pinterest. All Cherish My Daughter. Be blessed.